A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. Around the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul.
Now, understand something. If you and your girl and your relationship, never take her back. Because the only reason why she's going to come back to you is because she couldn't find your replacement. So, what happens is she's going to settle for you because the man that she wanted probably just smash her, but they didn't want to wife her. But she will always come back to you if you're the only fool who will wife her up. So it's never wise to take a woman back because her feelings didn't change for you. Like once she walked away from you, that means she's over you. But women are all about safety. So if this sucker over here will wife me up, I may as well go back with him. Fellas, be smart out here, man. But let's get into this video.
All right, so let's do a story time and talk about how my fiance and I went 4 years no contact and how we got back together. I moved to Houston during COVID with one of my close friends, and I met my now fiance very, very early on in my Houston journey. So when we met, I would say that honestly, I was not looking for anything serious. I had just moved to the city. I was worried about just having fun. So yeah, everything started to move super fast. We went on a couple dates. We made it official right away. We started seeing each other every single day. Just moved way too fast. Now, if I'm being transparent, it would take a lot of vulnerability to share kind of the exact reason why we separated. But I will just say that it had nothing to do with infidelity. It was just something very, very difficult that transpired that was really hard for both of us to get through. And we kind of decided mutually that it was best for us to separate. Now, it's hard to say that like we decided mutually because to me, it seems like it kind of sounds like we had an easy breakup and it was just like, oh, we're not going to be together. No, it was absolutely horrible. It was absolutely ugly. We were already living together at the time. It was just a lot. Like I literally had to figure out how to start all the way over, like by myself. Anyway, so we break up. I move out of the apartments. I get my own place. Like I'm scrambling to do all of this. Get my own place and remove myself off of the lease. And we just like never spoke again. Not one single word for 4 years. Like that is not an exaggeration. That is not some like, oh, there is a lingering situation that we need to close out or we need to have a conversation. We did not speak, not one word. So he moved on very quickly after our breakup. It was really tough for me because in my mind, I'm like, okay, we just shared a life together. How did our relationship mean anything if you can just go start with someone new? I just didn't understand it. And even if like I had plans on talking to somebody, it would be nothing that I would just want broadcasted.
Pay attention, man. Now, she moved to Houston for a fun time. And understand something, fellas, that's the only time a woman is going to move to Houston. Houston is a poppin' city. The nightlife is popping, and it's where everybody is going to have a good time. And if you're thinking about going to Houston, you might want to be careful because the HIV rate out there is extremely high because everybody's just having a good time and smashing each other. So she moved to Houston for a fun time and she met some sucker obviously out there, and instead of having a fun time with her, he decided to wife her up. And for some strange reason, he moved on from her. And usually when a man move on is because a woman did something that was worth moving on from.
So, because we had mutual friends, there was a lot of his life that I would still see, even though I didn't really want to see it. In that time period, I had to just focus on not folding. I had to focus on not literally saying, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to pack up and go back to my hometown because this is just too much. I had to literally watch him have another relationship. But just over the years, I had just learned really just not be so reactive, just kind of keep my cool even when things were bothering me. There was even a time that I ran into him with his new girl at like a hookah lounge or something, and it was still very, very fresh after our breakup. And I would just remember enjoying my night or trying to enjoy my night, but I didn't cause a scene. I didn't go up to him. I didn't say anything. I didn't post anything shady. I like literally just did not say a word. So anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pack up and go back home. I have to fight to stay here because I worked so hard to get here. Folding and going back home, just I was like, it just can't be my only option. I took I took the pain from the heartbreak and turned it into just focusing on me. All right, so let's fast forward. We're at year 4 of no contact, and I'm dating this guy, whatever. Now, y'all know I said he was very public with his stuff when he was dating. Like, it was just kind of out there. Me, I was more to myself about it. So, anyway, I run into him when I'm on a date with another guy. So I just remember like enjoying my night with the guy that I was with, and I just really didn't think anything of it. I was like, you know what? It has been like 4 years and I had not ran into him in a while. When we first broke up, we would see each other all the time, but I think it's because like I was out a lot and I was trying to like heal but like also keep myself busy. But as time went on, like I just started doing more, things that just didn't involve being out. So I hadn't seen him in a really long time and he hadn't seen me in a really long time. So
Yeah, all right. And just think about that, bro. Think about how many different men these women be running through out there in Houston. Because, like I said, it's all about the nightlife. So every weekend, these chicks are popping out, right? And they are meeting different men all the time, constantly meeting these different dudes, constantly smashing these different dudes. So just think about her body count. You see what I'm saying? So by the time you take her back, she probably done ran through at least 40 dudes. Realistically. It's nasty, bruh.
I just remember like enjoying my night with I was like it's probably best that I tell, the guy that I'm with that my ex is here just as a courtesy, like just kind of heads up just in case. So I guess it's important that I add my ex is a DJ. So the place that we went to, he was actually working. Now, in my mind, I had no clue. If you were to ask me right
Come
after,
on, shorty, that shit was planned. She did that shit to make her ex jealous. Bird games. Because if he's a DJ, that means she probably, oh, he's gonna be playing here tonight. That's where I'm gonna take this new guy. Shit is crazy.
the breakup, I knew his schedule. I knew what places to go if I wanted to, pop in looking cute. But like 4 years down the road, I did not know where this man was working. This was just like so coincidental. Like I just could not believe I had ran into him. So there have been times prior in our relationship where I would go to a club that he was working at. I would be with my friends. He would play diss tracks. He had literally a specific song that had my name in it. Back then, he would even say stuff on the mic
Shit is
that was
crazy.
like shady, and it would never be like too disrespectful, but it would be enough to like make me uncomfortable. This time I was like, okay, like dang, he's chilling tonight. So I was like, okay, he didn't play any diss songs tonight. I'm here with my guy. Everybody's moved on. There should be no beef. It's been 4 years. I haven't seen him in forever. Looks like he's doing well. I guess I look like I'm doing well. Like let's just move on, whatever. Never would have expected to get a message from him 4 days later. He messages me, he's like, let's talk. And I remember just being like, oh my God, I won. I did not fold first. I didn't reach out. If it was going to be anybody, it was going to be him because it wasn't going to be me.
I won. See what I'm saying? Bird games. And that's why, as a man, you gotta understand the type of games a woman be playing, bro. Shit don't just happen. These chicks be planning those type of things. Like, you think if you're a DJ and you sees your ex in a spot where you're playing with her new boo, yo, that's she planned that shit. She just wants you to be jealous to reach back out to her. She's using that new guy as a pawn. And as a man, you want to keep away from a woman who be playing bird games. Because she just playing you. You the one who are getting played. This shit is crazy.
It was a lot going on in my life at the time, and it took me a while for it to just like for me to process it. So initially I was just kind of like, he's only doing it because he saw me out with somebody. Just can't stand the fact to see me with someone. But then I had to think about it. I'm like, he's seen me out with somebody before. I've seen him out with somebody before. I don't think it would take 4 years for him to be bothered by seeing me with someone. I think it was just the fact that he had been feeling so long that he wanted to reach out. So anyway, I was not just going to be all in right away. The first thing that I told myself, you need to pray about this. You need to set some boundaries. If you're going to talk to this man, like, you need to have a conversation with yourself about what you want this to look like. Have a game plan to like cut this off in a healthy way if it's not what you need it to be. So I had always known him to be just a problem solver, a provider, just intentional, all the things. He was
There you go, right there. Bro, the signs are always there. A problem solver, a provider. It's like, I'm having a bad day, baby. Okay, baby, let me take you shopping. Problem solver. Splurging mad money on her all the time. Provider. Just look at this chick, bro. Just look at her. Everything about her is fake and materialistic. Like, this is a face that's filled with makeup, fake hair. And she got to make this video, right? But she got to put on her watch, like, she got to put on her little chain. This woman is very materialistic, bro. This is a bird looking for crumbs. And she found her a sucker. Whoever this dude is, she got you, bro. You're the only one who's willing to trick on her. That's why she went back with you. And she set a trap to get you back. Because she probably was struggling after y'all broke up. And she probably was thinking, how can I get this guy back? I'm tired of paying these bills. This shit is crazy.
just really amazing partner when we were together. So like all of that stuff started to resurface. And I was quickly reminded what I had fell in love with. And now because he had moved on so fast in another relationship, I like had a lot of resentment towards him about that. And it was something that I brought up
Money.
every possible chance that I could. And I was kind of just like, this is never going to be healthy. We're never going to be able to grow. And I felt like once we actually like some time together, like it was clear that we both wanted to pursue each other in a serious way. And I was like, this is never going to work unless we get professional help. So I suggested therapy, and it wasn't so much like us just go do couple therapy because we weren't even at the point of like being together, but we were just like, we knew eventually that's what we wanted. So he was open to going to therapy on his own. I was going to therapy on my own. We were seeing the same therapist, but just not together. And then as time went on, as we like kind of dealt with our own things individually, we started seeing the therapist together. I feel like I've been talking for forever. But yeah, there was so much that we had to overcome. It was not just like this easy road where we just got back together and everything just picked up where it left off. There was a lot of praying in between. There was a lot of speaking to each other's families because things had ended so badly that, you know, relationships had changed with family members, and we were just trying to like figure everything out and just take it day by day. And I remember I just kept telling myself, just take everything one day at a time. You don't know what's going to happen. Don't create these expectations for yourself. Don't look so far into the future that you can't focus on the now. And in the midst of just taking everything day by day, we just really started to learn each other again, enjoy each other's company, just become best friends again, and do it in just a much more healthy, mature way. And we
Man, shut up. Look, the bottom line is this. Shorty found a way to get her sponsor back because once she left her sponsor and she hit the streets, nobody else was willing to spend on her like he was. And that's the only time a woman will come back to you is when she can't find a sucker to replace you. Because in all reality, fellas, when a woman moves on from you, she moves on. Trust me. She moves on because she's over you. But once you're able to get your girl back, it's because nobody else out there is willing to be a sucker like you. And that's the only time a woman comes back. Because once a woman moves on, she's trying her best to replace you, bro. Trust me. But let me know what y'all thought about this. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm out. Yo, imagine him in a hospital trying to deal with, and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.